Want a lighter, more summery version of eggplant parmesan?
We'll have the recipe coming up. Welcome to Dishes and Stitches. I'm your host, Charles Stark.
And I'm Teea Jeanne.
And today Teea is going to be taking us through one of her great vegetarian recipes and showing us how to make eggplant involtini. Let's get started.
For this dish, you'll need 2 garlic cloves minced, a tablespoon of lemon juice, 1/4 of a cup of chopped fresh basil. In this one, I mixed a pinch of red pepper flakes and 1/4 of a teaspoon of dried oregano. You will also need oil, which in this case we're using avocado oil instead of olive oil. 1 28-ounce can of peeled tomato, 1½ cups of grated Romano cheese, 1 cup of whole ricotta cheese, and 2 eggplants. So first up for this dish, we have to peel the eggplant, so I will let Charles do that.
I am on it. Eggplant peeling duty. We got a trusty, just regular potato peeler. We're going to peel these up.
Do you want?
You're going to go everywhere.
Alright, you want to make sure to peel those up all the way so that way when you slice them, you can make them into, I think it said like 1/4 of an inch slices for those about that size. So that way when you roll them up later, you'll be able to put everything inside without them falling out and not have a hard time. So the next step is going to be slicing these into pieces.
Long ways.
Yeah. Slicing them into each individual sections, and then what you want to do is put some olive oil on there, or in this case we have avocado oil, and then some salt and pepper for seasoning. Make sure when you get your pan ready, you spray it generously so that way they won't stick to it, because you're about to bake these.
These are pretty thin. You really don't want to cut them too thick because remember, after they're cooked, you're going to want to roll. So thin enough to roll them up.
I'm going to have to cut myself. So I'll give these to you. What you're going to do is on one side,
Okay.
and then salt and pepper, and then flip it over and do the same thing on the other side.
Okay, you got it.
I believe in you. Have you ever had a dish like this before?
I have not. I'm used to the classic eggplant parmesan, which is delicious.
Yeah, it is good. I've just never had this one, which is like much lighter, less breadcrumby, and kind of excited because I don't really like the breadcrumbs on it, in all honesty.
It would definitely be exciting to give it a shot. We just discovered this avocado oil the other day. We were in the market shopping and we noticed that we were low on olive oil, and next to the olive oil was this avocado oil. So we jumped on our phones real quick, did a quick Google search, and we realized that avocado oil has a lot of health benefits to it.
Yeah, it's not so bad. It's got the good fats in it, because I personally do not like avocados, so I don't like to eat them. I wish I did. I wish I liked them because they've got a lot of good stuff in them, but this apparently doesn't have too much flavor to it. I cooked with it last night, made some Asian food. We had chicken and rice, and you couldn't taste it like how you normally taste regular olive oil.
Right. It has a higher heat point, which means it doesn't turn black.
Yeah, 500 degrees Fahrenheit smoke point. That's where olive oil is, what, 200? 300?
Yeah, 350.
350?
Around there.
Yeah, so he's excited to cook with this. So he's going to put those in the oven. You want to set it for 375 degrees, and you cook it for 30 to 35 minutes, but you got to flip it halfway through so you don't burn it.
So set your timer and let's throw them on the grill.
If you haven't gotten one yet, I definitely suggest getting an iron cast skillet. These are amazing to cook with. They hold flavor. You don't want to wash them with soap. There's a lot of there's a little bit of a learning curve to them, but they're amazing. You can use them on your stovetop, or you can use them in the oven, which is what we're going to do for this dish. So for the next part, you're gonna add the garlic, cook it up just for a second. You want to make sure there's oil in there first. Sorry, I didn't say that. There's oil in here before putting that guy in, and then you'll add the tomatoes. And then next will be your basil and your red peppers. And you're basically going to simmer this for the next 15 to 30 minutes until this is tender. You want the sauce to become a little thick.
So while our meal cooks down, we wanted to bring you guys over to our wall for another featured artist, another friend of ours. This episode, we want to feature our friend Jeff Balke from Jeff Balke Studios. Jeff was a colorist for various years, and since him and his partner have ventured on to new things, and they currently have an animation studio. So if you ever get a chance to meet Jeff at a convention, I definitely recommend that you stop by and say hi. He is probably the most collected artist we have in our house. We have about 5, 6, 7 pieces of his hanging up all over. And we met him 3 years ago, and he has become a really great friend, and he's just a really great guy. So this is some of his work. Jeff, we love you. We will have links to his studio and the rest of his work down below, and usually he comes through during MegaCon Orlando, so if you have an opportunity, I definitely recommend you stop by and grab a print and let him sign an autograph for you.
Alright, so the eggplant is now cooling because we cooked it for 30 minutes, flipped them halfway through. They're behind us cooling on the oven next to the sauce that we also made, but now we've turned the oven to broil for when we cook this here in a moment. But in the meantime, we can make the inside, which is the cheese, the basil, and the lemon.
So first we're gonna add the ricotta cheese. Next we're gonna throw in a little lemon juice, then our fresh basil, and finally our Romano cheese.
Want to mix those up good, make sure that they're all mixed in good together, because this is going to be your inside for your eggplants. Alright, so now we have the eggplants are cooked and they're cooled, so you can actually touch them now without burning yourself. The inside is here with the ricotta cheese and the Romano cheese. And then this, be very careful with dealing with these guys. They are always very hot when you are dealing with a skillet. Don't just grab it. The whole thing gets hot.
Let's get rolling, 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 rolling. Get those eggplants rolling, roll high. Yeah!
Take this guy, and you're just going to scoop a little bit of this cheese.
Nice.
A bit of that guy, maybe a little more. And then what you do is you just roll them up. Just like that.
It's like an eggplant cannoli. Jinx.
Jinx, get down. We have a cat. Alright, from here, we'll simmer this for 5 minutes on the stove and then cook it in the oven for 10 minutes.
Alright, so after 10 minutes broiling in the oven, we're ready to plate.
Alright, while he's doing that, be careful because that is very hot. A dish like this goes very well with a side salad. I just like a general Italian salad with just some lettuce, cheese, and celery on it. You can put whatever you want on it, but an Italian dressing goes really good with an Italian dish. but that's what I like to do. You can also do like a side of bread or something like that, but if you're trying to watch carbs or trying to stay, you know, as healthy as you possibly can, I try to stay away from either breads or, you know, heavier foods like that.
So here we go, Eggplant Involtini. Wow, this is really good.
So this is a great vegetarian dish. Pretty easy to make if you got a skillet at home. I'm sure you can do about the same thing if you stick it into a baking pan, you know, cook it on the oven first, put it in a baking pan, put it in the oven. You can do the same process. It's just much easier if you have a skillet. But a lot of people don't know how to do that, but this is a great way to learn. This was an easy meal, nice little vegetarian meal to do that with.
Absolutely, and what I like about it is that we substituted the breading from like a traditional eggplant parmesan dish. This is a lot lighter. We put some lighter ricotta and Romano cheese in there. The flavors just blend really great.
Yeah, it tastes really good.
Awesome. Well, hey guys, if you enjoyed this video, we ask that you please smash that like button. And if you think that you know someone that could benefit from the information inside this video, please share it and please consider subscribing. We always try to bring you content like this at our channels. As we said, check out our Amazon links down below. You can grab all the stuff you need to make your own dish at home. And every time you smash those affiliate links, you help support our channel so that we can bring you more videos like this.
Yes. This dish is compliments of the Complete Vegetarian Cookbook that I picked up. It has a lot of different dishes in it, and a lot of them have been really good so far. This was one of the dishes that was in here. So if you have this book and you know of any dishes that you would like to see, comment down below, #Dishes&Stitches try, and we'll check it out and see about making a video on that as well. And if you don't have this book and you're vegetarian, I definitely suggest picking it up because it does have a lot of good tips and tricks of different recipes that you can try at home. So
that's great advice. Well, thanks for joining us. And remember, at Dishes and Stitches, we're putting the confidence back into cosplay. Shaved?
yeah, you could say shaved. Or peeled is the typical term.
Well done.
Hey guys, thanks for watching our video today. If you want to watch another video on cooking, check out this one right here. And if you want to subscribe to our channel, click above. And if you want to check out our Cosplay 101 building, click on the description over there.